Most people that come across $1 bills never spend the time to actually look for something rare. 1977 is a very important year for the $1 bill because there's a lot of really crazy and weird stuff going on that if you're not paying attention, you're going to completely look over or think it's damage or fake or whatever. In this video, I'm going to show you right now, so let's hop into it with this first completely crazy looking $1 bill. Now, if you ever see something like this, please don't throw it away. Don't think that it's damaged because it's not. This is a factory error. This is a big mistake during the printing process. This is what we call a paper jam error. Essentially, there was a period of time in that specific printing process where the paper quite literally got jammed, printed on top over, just completely messed up. You don't see them this dramatic, especially going through Washington right there in the center. This $1 bill from 1977 was able to sell for $1,057.50. $1,110. You can see everything here looks pretty normal. Nothing out of the blue. This one was graded by PMG at a 63 when 70 is the highest grade. The big moneymaker on this specific $1 bill is that low serial number. This is a serial number 2. Serial number 1 bills are worth even more money, but serial number 2 can bring a ton of money. That's why this $1 bill sold for $1,110. Now, really quick on that, a lot of people don't know that you can go to your bank and get $1 bills and look through them and then return them for free. Just make sure you do this a smart way and you're not abusing it. But this is a great way for people to find rare $1 bills and sell them for a lot of money online. Now, this next one is what we call an obstruction error. So during the printing process, something got in the way of the printing paper and obstructed the print. So there was something on top of it. PCGS graded this one at a 35. So it was heavily circulated for quite some time before someone said, hey, this is actually an error. It's not damage. And it sold for $1,201.20. $1,920 for this 1977 $1 bill. Now, Heritage is calling this an ascending ladder serial number. They're technically not wrong, but here's what's really happening with this bill. So if you haven't noticed already, this is what's called a specimen note. That's why you see that red specimen marking on the front and the back of the bill. To make a long story short, a specimen note is a note that's given to different banks around the world. This is something that a bank teller can use as an example of a genuine piece of paper money. These were never meant to go out into circulation. These were never meant to go out into pocket change, anything like that. These were specifically for authentication purposes by these bank tellers. If you ever come across a specimen note, it's also going to have a very interesting serial number. You can see this one goes from 2 all the way to 9 consecutively. If this was a normal issued bill and it had that serial number, yes, this would be an ascending ladder serial number, but PMG does not call that out because that is just natural. That's just how they come. Sometimes they'll have other fancy serial numbers like all zeros or something different than this, but in this example, it's got that ascending ladder, but that doesn't really add value. The specimen is what really adds the value to this bill that sold for $1,920. Speaking of rare serial numbers, this $1 bill sold for $2,040. It is graded by PCGS banknote at a 65 PPQ, 70 being the highest. Now you might be asking, how do I get a high grade? I'll tell you very quickly. Essentially, don't fold your bill, don't tear it, don't damage it. The more folds you have on your bill, the lower the grade is going to be. Once you have no folds on your bill, you're eligible for the grade of 60 all the way to 70. How do you get a higher grade from 60 to 70? Well, it's going to come down to the centering or the margins, that white border. The more centered your bill is, the higher achievable grade you can get. This one has what's called a solid number 1 serial number. That is why it sold for $2,040. All right, guys, $7,800. This one, not much to say about it, but it has that serial number 1. If you come across a serial number 1 bill, you must contact a rare paper money expert. Don't get scammed, don't get ripped off, don't go to a pawn shop. They will take advantage of you when it comes to your collectible currency or coins. Do your homework, do your research, be very safe out there, guys. If you want to jump off starting point, I've got a free coin and currency ebook down below. We hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video.